You think you're so smart, but you're going to go down in ruins.
Hi, I'm going to try and sneak in 2 quick questions. First for Crispin, have you managed to get your book published yet? Because we're all hanging out for it.
I know, I'm sorry. No, I haven't. The reason being, I'm working on a book on mythological storytelling and animation. And the reason I haven't had a chance to really work on it the way I want to is because I keep presenting every year at an academic conference on anime and manga, and I put together these very elaborate presentations for that with slides and video and everything. It's almost like a stand-up routine. And those have taken up so much of my time that I haven't been able to work on the book. But luckily, each one of those presentations is going to be a different chapter in the book. So the presentations are helping me do the research for the book. And eventually, it will get written, I promise. And I'm hoping that next year I'm going to be able to carve out a couple months where I can sort of sequester myself and work on the book. And if you want to see the first chapter of the book, I'll be doing it on Monday for my mythological panel at 11. So that's kind of sort of the intro to the whole book, if you want to see what it's all about.
Cool. And this is a question for everyone. We've talked about your miscasts and your favourite characters, but have there been any characters for you when you started them, you're like, oh, I don't know about this character, but then you've been pleasantly surprised and it sort of surprised you where the character's gone, and so it's your pleasantly surprised character? Surprised character?
Well, you weren't pleasantly surprised, it just got worse and worse. I did Shin-Chan, it was like a Japanese cartoon, and then they did the American version. It was horrible, and everybody still talks about how horrible it was. Did you? Oh God. Anyway, Katsuki and I still, like, when we see each other, even if something we're working on is not fun, she goes, but you know what, it could be Shin-Chan. I'm like, you know what, you're right. I'm so happy already. Yeah.
Any pleasant surprises?
Gosh, I'm just trying to think. There's been a few.
The only thing I can think of is when I was working on Doc Hack and I was playing Lord Balmung, and he's sort of this straight-laced guy who's doing a serious thing. And there's a big party at the end of one of the series where, like, all the characters from Doc Hack are having a big party together. And they'd written this line, it was really awkward. He was making some comment about the party, like, oh, isn't this party so cool and hip, we're on the down low. It was terrible. Like, it wasn't, and I'm like, what is this line? And they said, oh, we're trying to make him sound like hip, but he's dorky, he's bad at it. And I was like, I have an idea, roll the tape. And sure enough, they let it roll, I go, this shindig is the bomb diggity. And now the other characters go, nothing. I said nothing. Fine, give me a drink.
I'm trying to think too. I think, first of all, excellent question. I would have to say probably the first time I've ever heard that question, so thumbs up. I'm pleasantly surprised that there are more than 250 episodes of Naruto. And it really may go on forever. So I don't know. I think you can always find something in a character to hang your hat on, and if not, then you say this isn't for me, and you don't do it. I've had little things, like little characters that I thought were just one time that turned out, 41 episodes later to be the older brother of the main character, and then suddenly we're in every single scene, and that's always kind of nice because you never expect that. But yeah, I think I'm always pleasantly surprised that people keep hiring me.
I'm going to second that. Pleasantly surprised to be in the studio.
I remember, I don't think do they have Spider-Man out here yet? The Universal one? Anyway, well, Kristen and I just are in this new Universal Spider-Man app. It's really great. It'll come. But I didn't get Mary Jane. It was me and Vanessa Marshall for Mary Jane. I was so disappointed that I didn't get it. But and she's a good friend of mine, so when I saw her, I had to be really vaguely happy. I know she just kind of goes like, I'm so happy for you. That's so great. I'm really happy for you. That's so great. I think I said it's so great like 4 times. Anyway, so they gave me this small part, Betty Brant, and this other character, Sally Averill,
who's like this cheerleader who kind of talks a little like this, and she's just like dreadful to everyone. Peter Parker, he's so annoying, she's just like a jerk. And she ended up being in every episode, and Betty Brant too, in every single episode, and Mary Jane was only in 2 episodes. I was very happy.
then I'm a jerk, and I'm selfish, and I won. Vanessa Marshall.
By the way, good luck explaining that when it shows up on the internet.
Yeah. You'd be like, I really thank you so much.
She knows I'm a selfish person.
Well, she would be saying the same thing
Yeah, she
about
would
you.
too.
When I was working on the Justice League Heroes video game, we all recorded separately. Ron Perlman was playing Batman, and I was playing Superman. And so I never got to hear his stuff. And there's this one scene in the game where like we come up to a door and this big robot head comes out and says, "You cannot enter." And Ron Perlman, this very laid back guy, goes, "You think he doesn't want us to go in?" And Superman has the best line. He goes, "Truly, you are the world's greatest detective." And when I saw it, I was like, that came out really well.
You know, I just thought of one. I got brought in to play Etna in Disgaea in the second video game. Thank you. No, one person And that's been a pleasant surprise because it turned into a series, and then we've done numerous video games after that. And I love Etna. She's a crazy character, and I get to just go kooky with her. So that was definitely a pleasant surprise for me. Yeah.
Okay, Crispin, I have a bit of a voice request for you. I was wondering if you could do Jeremiah Boswell's All Hail Britannia.
All hail Britannia!
Could you do that again because I didn't get your point? Yes, that's too early. I'm trying to record that.
I don't know, audience. Should I do it again? All hail Britannia!
I just want to sneak in two quick questions. Dave, you've probably heard this before, but after one of the Naruto episodes, will we ever get to find out what's under Kakashi's nuts?
One of my favorite episodes of all time is the episode where Sasuke and Naruto and Sakura are trying to find out what Kakashi really looks like. And as it turns out, underneath the mask is another mask. I am not convinced that he has a face. Because a lot of times, when a character's wearing a mask, you'll still see the jaw moving behind the mask. And literally the only time you see anything move behind the mask is when he sniffs. So you see his nose go. I don't know why.
And the other question is for Gray. On the last episode of Avatar, when Azula is defeated, when you start crying and going crazy, did you really to prep yourself up for that scene?
I had a ball doing it because, she's so bad, and it was so fun to see her unravel. But I had a lot of theater training, and I don't even remember what it was, but,
I don't know.
Okay, first of all, nice to see you all in New Zealand, and nice to see you again, Crispin.